Hey, I was going to do a little video on what let my cabin and the property that I got be possible. Is this 1990 F250 non-turbo diesel. Great for hauling block, water. Just really a bulletproof old truck. Throw whatever you want to in it. Paint it up, dent it up, bring it back on the hill. I keep radials on it. Fairly, well, them's actually brand new. A couple months old anyway. And for just back here on the mountain, I got, I think it's 41 acres here in Kentucky. Ain't got no trouble with stuff like this. And if I continue this video, we'll go up a little hill or two. I may find something to talk about. A lot of these in this area was old strip job trucks. Some of them kept low miles, some of them high. This one was bought new, and I guess you would call him my step grandpa. And it's a little over 100,000 miles. I guess after a couple trips through something like this right here, man, might have some trouble. But you know, for all four-wheeling and the stuff we do, we keep the Razor and the four-wheeler, and all my neighbors has got Rhinos or four-wheelers. But for something like this, you know, you could come up here and grab you a couple logs and a Rhino, but you're not going to get nearly the amount I got, and just handle it with ease. This right here, this road, the way it was cut out on that bank, I believe they come around through here going into the side of the mountain, just Ogren. And it was before my time, because you can see some of this timber is pretty small. There's still a lot of big timber in here. They'd auger for coal. And probably later on used for a logging road. But this right here is wider than most that you'll deal with on average. And most of these hills and trails that you ride in East Kentucky, you'll go up a holler, but you'll end up riding on the ridge, just normal four-wheeling. I actually deer hunt right behind where we started there. And my dad's got a blind out here to the right. I don't think there's no way we can see it, but if you was to catch a glimpse of it, it's right there it is. One of the black enclosed plastic deer blinds, and we put it on some 4x4s, 8 foot tall. A lot of these trails around here and stuff, which right now with the leaves on you can't see, but in the fall or the winter I could spin the camera around, probably on any knob, mountaintop, and you'd see a strip job. And for a lot of people who hate the strip jobs, that think you're wrecking the land, you know, if you didn't come back through here with a dozer, running a gas line, logging, or augering, in a wooded area like this, you know, you wouldn't even be able to access it. Well, that was a stump. So I'm actually a coal miner myself underground, but you know, I mean, take a look down through there. If I own this 40 acres and if I come up through here, I got no way of getting to it. I'm gonna have to walk it all. You know, I can't build my cabin, and I'm not walking this every time I want to just come back through here and look to make sure somebody ain't stealing timber. I mean, right there's a goat face over this hill. And these strip jobs, some of these hillsides are so steep that, I mean, you would think, unless you're a regular dozer operator, I sit here and watch them sometimes, and there's no way I'd go up and down what they do. I guess if I was used to it or started out small, I would, like anything else, but it's just not my profession, and they have no trouble with it. And on a trail like this, it was growed up, I mean, pretty bad when I come through here a while ago. And you come through here on a four-wheeler or razor, I mean, the blowers is gonna tear your arms plumb up. But we're riding on a ridge. Now this ridge here, this trail on this ridge is not the original trail that we started out on down there. This road was made for gas line. I think we might be able to see it out here at some point. But basically, for people who don't know, I watch a lot of other people's videos. There it is. There's a gas line running this ridge. And I guess if you was in a grid down situation, they was I've not tapped into it yet, but they say you can tap into these gas lines, and if that ever come about and a man got a collar and put on that 2 or 4 inch, I have both on my property, you know, I would have gas for, man, who knows how long. And I'd saved a camper that I'll do a video on, just a in the back slide-in truck camper. But I'm gonna put all the appliances in my cabin to run off propane. I guess it'd be natural gas. That would be the same if it would run off it. But one day, hopefully, if I find me a collar, I think them's pretty expensive and hard to find. But we'll get out here in a minute. It'll open up. For deer hunting in this area in eastern Kentucky, you know, you see a couple 10-pointers, 8-pointers, pretty common. I mean, there's bigger, there's smaller. But for what I see in this area, 8, I guess, is average. Hardly ever do I see, maybe on Facebook or something, somebody posting a 12. I'm sure they're out here. We put up a lot of cameras along these trails, and you see a lot of good deer. But it seems like when it's rifle season, nothing. They just scatter out on the run. But we're back up into the regular traveled area now. This is the way everybody goes four-wheeling. But back to the truck, I guess what I started this on. I mean, if you can find, you know, beater up truck that the frame's solid on, and especially I guess a diesel, man can make his own fuel and stuff. I really don't know how to do that. I've watched a couple videos on it. It don't seem like it'd really be worth my time right now. And you know, I keep this truck even at the house. I have it insured, but I keep a full tank in it, or do my best to always keep a full tank, because if it ever went down, you know, you got a lot of natural streams that run out of these hollers, and probably like 2 miles from my house, you know, I can go get 300-400 gallons of water, and have extra. And I've also got a 550 gallon tank that I leave on the ground. They really need to do a better job of setting it up. But you know, I'm looking at 900 gallons of water that I can have at my cabin and make 4 or 5 trips and never even have to worry about fuel. Sorry, I had to get me a drink of water. And now you probably didn't miss 20 seconds there, but now we're coming out on the good road that goes to my cabin. And the upkeep on it is pretty good, because I've got 2 ways in. One's a pickup and the other one's just four-wheeler. But this one here is gravelled. And right to the top of that hill right there is a cell phone tower. So they keep this road in pretty good shape. That's come in handy building it, the cabin. But I'm probably gonna hop off here. I don't know, I thought I'd ramble on as I had to drive slow off this hill.